It's a new year, and for many couples, it's time to make a fresh start. Years of togetherness can sometimes take the spark out of a relationship, but that doesn't mean couples can't get it back. Joining me this morning is the author of the book, Bring Yourself to Love, How Couples Can Turn Disconnection into Intimacy. This is psychologist Mona Barbera. It's nice to see you.
Good morning.
I didn't realize that you were a local lady as I was reading through the book. That's so nice that you're right here in our midst. You know, it is true that years in a relationship can sort of take the spark out of things and wear on a couple.
Right, but the good news is that happy marriages have problems. It's just a matter of getting through them moment to moment with fun and connection.
Yeah, I love the idea then, and in the book you really stress this. You do have to be able to laugh together, and you have to be able to reconnect where you started in the very beginning.
Right.
And I think that's the part that people forget, don't they?
Right, because we can get so convinced that the other one is the problem, that they need to change, that we get bogged down and we lose our connection.
Now, do you think that in most relationships that maybe are having a hard time and struggling, it's one another, or is it these outside forces that are causing so much stress on the relationship?
Well, outside forces can make us feel scared, we don't know how to adapt, we're confused about money, and then who do we take it out on? And then we've lost just the one we need to be the team with. We've lost that ability.
Sure. I also find, I mean, I've been in a relationship for a very long time. I'm lucky that I'm in a very good, strong relationship, but you know, we have two kids, and a lot of times, you know, you get so caught up in the kids' worlds that you lose each other a little bit.
Right.
And I think people maybe forget that you have to stay connected, don't you?
Yes.
Okay, so how do you do it?
Okay, so we have 3 steps. And the first step is to notice when you have lost your connection.
Don't worry about him.
Right.
Worry about you.
Right.
Okay.
And the second one is own it 100%.
Okay, now explain that to me.
Cut your mate out of it. This is me that's lost connection, and I'm the only one that I have control over right now. So I'm going to own it 100% that I've lost connection and started to blame, shame, or push.
Okay.
And the third one is give better back than you feel like you're getting.
Sounds like 3 very easy things, but now how do you actually implement that in a relationship?
Well, let me give you a story. Here's a woman who wanted to talk about a budget with her husband. She thinks I'm doing a good thing, but he's irritable, he doesn't want to do it, he's just like, no, no, no. And she's starting to think, well, I'm the only one here that ever wants to do anything. She started getting these critical thoughts. So she does number 1, she notices she's lost connection. Number 2, she owns it 100%. Number 3, she gives better back. She drops the agenda. She drops the criticism, she just listens. Turns out he's got a good point about why not to talk about it right now. He winds himself down, even though he's irritable, he winds down. And then a few hours later, he comes up to her out of the blue and tells her he loves her with such deep feeling that she's floored. And she says, I'd rather have that than the budget done on my schedule.
All right, very good. That's very impressive. Is there a point, though, when a relationship gets just too far, the disconnect is too great?
Well,
I mean, obviously there is, but how do you know when you've gotten that far?
Okay, well, when you really don't want it anymore, I'd say. But if you're thinking that the problems are too great, I'd say don't worry about that. Just try to get through each moment with giving better back, doing what you can do.
So you're saying it's a moment-by-moment thing. Don't look so much at this whole thing.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, very good. Well, the book is really very interesting, and I think a lot of couples, whether the relationship is very strong or if it is on the rocks, this is a great book for you. I want to tell you what it is again. It's Bring Yourself to Love, How Couples Can Turn Disconnect into Intimacy. And if nothing else this new year, maybe you should take a look at your relationships. That's an important thing. Very nice to see you.
Thank
you.
You.
Great to meet you.
Great to meet you.
Advice.